Sally Field was born on November 6, 1946, in Pasadena, California. For generations of movie lovers, she wasn't just another actress. She became someone people grew up with, laughed with, cried with, and quietly admired. Her warmth felt real. Her smile felt familiar. Yet behind that unforgettable face was a woman fighting battles the audience rarely saw. And now, as Sally Field approaches her 80th birthday, seeing her today doesn't just remind us how much time has passed, it reminds us how beautifully a life can be lived without pretending to be perfect. There was a time when Hollywood seemed determined to keep Sally inside a box. She was the cheerful girl everyone expected to stay cute forever, but she refused to let others decide who she could become. That decision changed everything. Instead of chasing easy roles, she chose difficult stories. She embraced flawed characters, complicated emotions, and performances that demanded honesty instead of glamour. That courage earned her awards, respect, and a place among Hollywood's greatest performers. But success never erased the struggles beneath the surface. Sally has spoken openly about painful experiences from her childhood, the emotional scars that followed her into adulthood, and the years it took to truly understand her own worth. Those confessions surprised many fans because they revealed a truth we often forget. Even the people who make us smile can carry invisible pain. As the years passed, Sally didn't try to outrun aging. While countless celebrities chased impossible standards, she chose something far more difficult to accept. Every line on her face tells a story. Every wrinkle reflects decades of laughter, heartbreak, motherhood, triumph, and survival. In an industry obsessed with youth, simply allowing herself to grow older became a quiet act of rebellion. Today, when recent photos of Sally Field appear, some people react with shock. Not because she looks unrecognizable, but because she looks real. She looks like someone who has lived nearly 8 decades without hiding from life. That's becoming increasingly rare in a world where filters often replace authenticity. And perhaps that's what makes her so inspiring today. She isn't trying to convince anyone she's still 30. She isn't pretending time never touched her. Instead, she wears the evidence of a full life with remarkable grace. There's something deeply comforting about that. It reminds us that aging isn't failure. It's proof that we've been fortunate enough to keep living. Off the screen, Sally has remained deeply connected to her family and passionate about causes she believes in. Fame never became her entire identity. She understood that applause fades, awards collect dust, and headlines disappear. But kindness, resilience, and honesty leave a much longer legacy. Looking back at her incredible career, it's easy to celebrate the Oscars, the unforgettable performances, and the standing ovations. But perhaps her greatest achievement isn't any single film. It's the example she has set by refusing to become someone else just to satisfy expectations. She has shown that strength isn't always loud. Sometimes it's simply waking up each day and continuing to be yourself despite the pressure to change. As Sally Field approaches 80, her story feels more meaningful than ever. She reminds us that beauty evolves, courage deepens, and character becomes more valuable with every passing year. Time has changed her appearance, just as it changes all of us. But it has also revealed something even more extraordinary, a woman whose authenticity shines brighter now than ever before. So when you see Sally Field today, don't just gasp because she's almost 80. Pause for a moment and recognize what you're really looking at. You're seeing resilience. You're seeing wisdom earned through hardship. You're seeing a life that refused to be defined by fear, by Hollywood, or by age. And maybe the most surprising thing of all isn't how much she's changed. It's how powerfully she reminds us that growing older can be one of life's greatest victories.